Let's return now to our story about the actions of a Christchurch police officer who let a man walk free after he yelled anti-Muslim abuse outside the Al-Noor mosque in Christchurch yesterday. Canterbury District Commander Superintendent John Price is on the line now. Superintendent, one of the worshippers there has described your officer's actions as brutal incompetence. How would you describe it?
Oh, thank you, Lisa, for the opportunity to talk to you. Look, quite frankly, it's my view that at this time, we could have dealt with this matter better. Because of this, I've now commenced an internal review into what occurred last night.
What do you mean you could have done better? What did you do wrong?
Well, I believe that there could have been different options that could have been used by the officer, and it's going to be part of the review. There are a number of things those officers could have done. One, they could have done nothing at all. Two, they chose to walk the man away. Third, they could have arrested that person for what I believe would be either disorderly or offensive behaviour. On
the basis of what you know, what do you think they should have done?
It is my view, and it's only my view, because there was yet to be a review, but I would have thought that if I was in that circumstances, I would have arrested that person for disorderly behaviour. There were a number of members of the community. The mosque has been the scene of an atrocious tragedy for New Zealand. We've got some very vulnerable members of the community there who were there arriving peacefully to say their prayers. This person turned up, abused them, abused the police officers. It is my view that that's not good enough, and I can guarantee that that will not happen again.
Well, it kind of does sound like a no-brainer, so how come they didn't get it?
I'm not too sure. It's disappointing. We are actively, as of last night, I received a phone call from a member of the community. I went straight down afterwards, spoke to the leaders at the mosque. I've been out to Linwood Mosque, spoke to the leadership team there, expressing my concerns that we could have done this better. I have a dedicated team of detectives working on it today. They'll be working through the night. We have now got another photograph that we believe is a better look of what this person looks like. We are releasing that to the media, and I would request that if any member of the public recognises this individual, then they contact us directly through the Christchurch Police and ask for the duty CIB.
So, Superintendent, why are you scrambling to identify this individual? Did nobody even take a name?
It appears as though no name was taken or no confirmation of the identification.
So, hang on just a minute. Sorry to interrupt you, but it doesn't appear they either did or they didn't. So, which is it?
Oh, they didn't. They did not take any details nor get any identification of that individual. Hence why, yes, I am scrambling, and yes, we are definitely interested in locating this person and apprehending this person for the offences that they occurred last night.
That's basic policing, taking a name.
Yes, it is basic policing, and I have an expectation that would be done, and we are conducting a review into the response of that officer last night. So
is that officer still on duty somewhere guarding a mosque?
No, they are not. They are no longer in this district.
So you've moved them out of the Christchurch district as a result of this?
They have returned to their own district from the Canterbury district.
OK. One of the worshippers said that when he raised his concern with the police officer, he was basically treated as though he was mentally deficient. What do you make of that?
If that is the case, that is not aligned with our core values, and I would be disappointed in that if that is the case.
Superintendent,
that will be all part of the review process that we'll go through to establish what was said. We have taken statements from many members of the community there were last night around the behaviour of the individual and also the behaviour of the officer.
Have you spoken to the officer directly?
No, I have not. I will be the deciding reviewer of the officer's behaviour, so I do not insert myself into having a direct conversation with that officer.
OK, so I'm sure that the community in Christchurch and beyond will be wanting some reassurance here. This person was yelling Islamophobic slogans and expletives, and nothing was done. So what can you say to reassure the community that you are actually taking this and other incidents like it seriously?
that was the actions of one officer. We have outstanding police officers who are dedicated to the safety and the well-being of our people. I personally come to work every day to make sure every single member of our community is safe. I took it that seriously that I went down, spoke to the Muslim leaders there myself, and I've activated an inquiry. I've also got a team of dedicated detectives looking to locate this person and hold this person to account.
Appreciate you joining us this evening. That is Superintendent Price talking there about the incident outside the mosque, the Al-Noor mosque in Christchurch yesterday. The officer who handled that incident, you may have heard him say, has been transferred out of the district.